2222, everyone. Kat here. It's the time of my birth. It's very significant for me. I gave you a little bit hint about impact and something that I found in my earlier life was very impactful for me and always have tried to live this way. I think that many of you may know where I'm coming from. I've always tried to live my life like George Bailey from It's a Wonderful Life. He's a guy who's been out in his luck, but he's been in this town forever and ever and ever. He's a banker, and many of you know the story. He doesn't really feel like he's made any accomplishments in his life, and it's a huge error, and it's going to cost him many, many things, and he goes to take his life by jumping into a river. And he's saved by an angel, and he gets to see his life and the impact that he has had on everybody in his life. And this is how I've always tried to live my life, as impactful as possible. Many times I do not know that it's been impactful, and sometimes I have had the very, very good fortune of knowing what I've done and how it has impacted other people. With everything I've done this time, I want to tell you a couple of stories about how impact has helped or how it has affected me in my life. Many years ago, I started doing Radio Lollipop in 1999. Radio Lollipop is a volunteer organization within many hospitals in America, the UK, New Zealand, throughout the world, globally. It's 38 years old. It was started by Hedley Finn. And it has progressed into 2017 to all over the world. Last year, or this year, just this May, Radio Lollipop in Miami and Nicholas Children's Hospital, Miami Children's Hospital, celebrated 21 years in that hospital. We go and we go to the patients and we have an art project. We come and talk to the parents, we talk to the kids, we help them with the art project. We just, try to alleviate a little bit of the turmoil that's going on because they're in the hospital. Fast forward to 2014, 2015, I'm Radio Lollipopping again. I had taken a siesta after my daughter was born, and I'm really, really enjoying it. This has also led to me getting a job and meeting new people. And in the course of meeting these people, I met a young man about a year ago, and we really hit it off due to some similar circumstances in our life. Needless to say, we are solidly 20 years apart, but we made a strong connection. Fast forward this year, I've gotten to know this person quite a bit better, and they told me a story. They told me a story of many years ago when their significant other was in the hospital, and they had to spend the entire weekend there. They were younger, so they were children. Radio Lollipop came in every night. And one night, Radio Lollipop came in, and they were there together, and they did the activity together, and they requested to take a picture of them with the people who came in for Radio Lollipop. So now this has been a year after I've known this person, and they've never told me this story ever. It turns out that the picture was of the significant other, them, and me. That was impact. They took this picture, they framed it, and it's a significant reminder of what they did and what they went through this weekend. And it was, it floored me, really. So now, to continue the story with the same person, we were having a conversation the other day. It was a very serious conversation about life and just the mental stress that people put them through and the rabbit hole that I've been talking about going down deeper and deeper into without pulling yourself into the suck and how to get out of it. We were having this long conversation, and they were talking about driving in the highway and going 120 miles an hour and just smashing into the wall and ending it. Why bother? It's just not worth it. And we had a very long conversation. We had a significant bond, and later the day, I really had felt that this was very meaningful. I listened to what they had to say, and it was a nice day for me as well because I was very connected. Later that day, I got an email thanking me for listening and sharing the day and being a good source of mental positivity to help them curtail the negative thoughts in their life. And I just started talking to the person about, positive thoughts when they have the negative things going on in their life and, the impact of building up on the good versus the negative. So from doing Radio Lollipop and being a volunteer and randomly going into a room and making an impact on a person to a year meeting this person and not knowing that you had this previous connection, connecting on that level, and then another year later, 2 years after you met, being told a story of how there's a frame picture of them, their significant other, and myself for this impactful moment. This is impact. It may not come right away. It's not instantaneous all the time. It just has to grow as spider veins. The webs go out and they shoot off here and they shoot off there, and you never really know where they're going to land. Sometimes someone walks through them and makes a big mess, and you have to start over again. But the impact always, when you're always on and you're always trying to be a person of joy and love and just understanding of people, it spider veins out into things that you never understood. I just do this because I enjoy it for me. The impact for me is significant. I learn from people. The necklace that I have on my neck, I've had for 3 or 4 years. I know there are people out there who have seen me wear this. We have had experiences together that have been amazing. There have been experiences where I have experienced pain and they've seen this happen and they've been there to support me. There have been experiences where I've had joy. There have been experiences where I have learned and I have taught. Over the many years, there are tons of people that are going to be out there and they're going to see me. And I see people who have seen me wear this necklace. This, for me, is an impact of you and how you have been in my life, the energy, the good force for who I am. And this is what my jewelry represents when people wear it. It is a force for the combined energies of me and you together. A second story that I've had about impact is with weight loss. I post many days of what I've done and how I'm doing it, a 50-day cycle. People have come to me and they tell me that I'm an inspiration to them and that they are motivated by me. I am so appreciative of that. I want to tell you that thank you, and I hope that that's we're watering a tree to grow together. I also want to tell you that that is coming from within you. There's something there that you've always wanted to do, and I'm proud to be the person that has been the instigator of a greater person. I see that in you, and I know that you see that within yourself. So I have met a woman many, many years ago, very attracted to her as a person, just lovely. She has been through hell and back in her life. She told me a story. No one should ever have to go through what she did. So she had become particularly heavy in her life. We got to know each other. We just get to be real around each other. There's no pretense of who I am and who she is, and it was really very lovely. We're fast forwarding to my weight loss, which started 2 years ago. She's always been super supportive of what I've done. She's been a part of who I've become and made me change to be a better person. Just yesterday, I got a text from her. She is 100 pounds down and still going. She looks amazing. And the tag of her text to me was, "You've inspired me." That has been an impact in her life of who I am and what I represent and just being me. And I'm not here to tell you about me. You know me, and maybe you don't know me, and you see me, and I feel like there's a sense about who I am and that I am genuine. But what I'm here to tell you is about you. It comes from you. I want to inspire you. I want you to go out there and be a better person, even though the person in front of the line didn't get their check out, or they are not ready, or they're just being a complete idiot. Don't go into that. You be the person, the bigger person. It's not easy sometimes. Sometimes you really got to suck it up. And this is what I'm telling you about accepting the pain. It's not necessarily always pain. Sometimes it's some suck. I'm a masochist. I learn and grow from pain. So I would suggest from you guys to just sometimes when you feel that just to take a step back and just go and just try to be a very nice person. Now, the third thing that I'm going to tell you about of impact is something impactful of me, of serendipity of life, and my message of paying attention to the universe and what it's trying to maybe sometimes bitch slap you with, or maybe sometimes gently caress you with, just trying to teach you and show you and help you out. About 8 or 7 years ago, I went to a conference. It was one of my first conferences. At this time, I had been trying to sell my jewelry. I was going out, setting up, tearing down. It's very hard. It's lonely work, and I just didn't really know what was going on, and I was trying to find strong, independent women of the same ilk of me, trying to build a database. And I significantly remember at the end of the conference, a young woman was sitting at another table by herself, and I was at another table by myself. And I just had casually went over, and we struck up a conversation. I just felt attracted to this person. We had a conversation, we exchanged information. They were touting the benefits of alkaline diet, which actually, ironically, has turned out to be a very hard stance for me of all alkaline food. And we had kept in contact over the years. We run into each other over our progressions and our failures. We have met people in each other's lives. I've invited her to experience part of what I am in. And so fast forward to 2017, and prior to this 5-day challenge, before I had made a commitment for a conference call to talk about my vision, and that was the Tuesday after this started. And I had one question for this person when I started the conversation. I said, hey, were you this person who was at this conference on this day, and this is what you were doing? And that answer was yes. And that person was, drumroll, Melissa. So, ebb and flow, infinite. 8 years ago, we were different people. We were on different paths. Now, tonight, we're together. She's on the other side of the world. She's having an amazing experience. I'm starting this amazing experience. You're starting this amazing experience. That is the impact of what we do. So, be like George Bailey, everybody. Help an angel get their wings. A living angel. That's you. Cat out. Much love, everybody. Day 5. Thank you for watching. Be the change you want to see in the world.